Yo, Andy here, van blog time on this absolutely beautiful sunny autumn day here in the UK. Now this has been bugging me, this one. And I'm just gonna at some point you just have to say what you think, and otherwise it just annoy you. Yeah, you've got to be honest with yourself. What I want to do is I'm using this for anyone that hasn't seen these before. I'm using this as a bit of a journal, really, on my own outtake of things, so I can learn. So let's cut to the chase. Yeah, looks like a normal day. It is a normal day. Sun shining. It's lovely. But what's really going on? What's really going on in the background? There's no script to this. There's never any script, so it might seem a little bit jumpy here and there. But I'm going to try my best to express myself, as I always do. So you get it raw, and you can see the emotion raw, and you can see the reaction raw. So here we go. Finance. Money. Yes, as I was saying, normal day. I'm sure anyone watching this Friday, looking forward to the weekend. I have no idea what you may be thinking, not thinking. Maybe life's a dream, maybe not. I have no idea. I'm worried. I think I did a blog at the beginning of the week saying, like, I just woke up one morning just pretty, something nagging me. Yeah, it could be a host of things, but it was all around finance. And I've been on this 4-year journey, listening to people, learning from people, doing what I do, trying to understand. And that's a continual basis. But I'm genuinely worried is a harsh word. I'm not worried, just concerned. Why am I concerned? Well, everything seems rosy on the surface, which is fair play. That's the way it works. That's the way it's always worked. Deep down in our financial, global economic circumstances, things do not look that rosy. Probably haven't done for a while. Probably this has been a build-up over years. If you look into history, it probably is quite a few years, to be fair. When you go on this financial journey, you just think, money, work, I get it. I don't know how you get your money, but there's a rule, most of us. Banking system, la-di-da-di-da. Some of us, I've done it. Borrow money at certain periods of our life. That's all we know. On a day-to-day basis, and that's all we probably care about most of the time. But when you start to dig into the learning curve, you find out that there's a deep industry behind all of that. And that industry, the crack seems to be, from what I can tell, no expert, it's not advice, this is just a documented journey of my thoughts. From what I can tell, cracks are getting bigger, problems are coming, and if we look at history, albeit I'm no financial historian, that at certain times, along certain evolutions, when those cracks crack and get where the cracks are too big, certain things have to be put in place at that level to patch over those cracks again and bring those cracks together. Now, when you go down this learning curve, you understand that this has happened throughout history, and probably this is why different people have different ideas, coming up with different solutions, and I firmly believe that we are coming to the end of the solution people looked at since the 60s, 40s, 30s, 20s. And fiat money is our currencies are in a bloody mess. And when you find out, when you have a little bit of a learning curve, dig deep, you find out, I never knew there was such a thing called derivatives, futures, options, puts, calls. Didn't even know what gilts were, bonds. There's this massive industry beyond what we know every day. That has a good thing, effect on people that are involved in it. They stand to make a lot of money, stand to lose a lot of money, as we can tell from crashes through history. You know, we can all identify those because we went through the pain of that. We only saw the pain of it, along with lots of other people. So there's a massive industry, and then you've got a thing called a repo market. What's SOFA? And then you find there's another level to all of this, and that's breaking. And then we look at people through history, institutions through history, that have always, not always, but have recognised these situations and done something about it. Warren Buffett's probably, I'm not a great fan of Warren Buffett, but I do admire what he does and what he's done, and he's done it for his own reasons. But when you look at these people and you think, whoa, why the hell are you selling stocks and shares, and have been buying treasuries? What do you know? From your experience, guy's in his 90s, I believe. Can't ignore that. And if you do, you do. If you want to learn about it, that's fine. But for me personally, I think that was the icing on the cake this week. That was like another penny that dropped in my head, and I'm thinking, whoa, these guys are seeing something I'm not seeing. And from our simplicity, anyone that's in the precious metals market, why did gold do what it did this year? Who's recognising some signs here? What institutions are recognising signs? What deep institutions are reckoning signs? Why did gold do what it did? Why is silver following? And then you look at the crypto market, that is being exposed yet again for what it is. By the way, you Bitcoin people out there, I'm a big Bitcoin fan. I say crypto, I don't mean Bitcoin. I distinguish the difference between the two. It took a hammering, man. Your altcoins have took a hammering. Why? Because the cracks. So all the market, you look at the bond market, tells you so much. confidence is going. The repo market, I'm no expert at that. Cracks are appearing, all similar to what's happened before. Countries are getting in more debt, sovereign countries. You look at what's happening in Canada, in Europe, it's all the Western states. Something's happening, and I have no idea what my solution is, but I do feel that maybe, just maybe the right call at the moment for me, and what we're trying to do is just pause and just let what's going to happen. Do I need to personally, even in a position? No, I'm not. I'm a plumbing and heating engineer. That's where I earn my income. Do I need to even be worrying about certain stuff? Well, yeah. I've been on this bandwagon of trying to preserve and improve the investments of time and energy that we've accrued over time. But sometimes that just has to, and I'm learning this, maybe sometimes I just have to go, right, okay, it's blowing up. I have no idea what the outcome is. I know what I want personally, but that's out of my control. Gold's telling me that, silver's telling me that. The deep Bitcoin story's telling me that. Politics is telling me that. The unrest is telling me that. How much more unrest do we get? To me, all the signs are there. The money's broken. Everybody knows it. Everybody feels it. Doesn't matter what level you're at. The politicians know it. So is it not just wise just to sit back a bit, zoom out? Hopefully the people that have invested and done whatever, then yeah, maybe this is a good time to go, okay, I'm just going to be patient here and wait. Let the markets reveal itself. Try and protect yourself as much as possible. Might have to move things around a little bit, whatever you think is right for you. Then you've got other people just getting into the market and thinking, oh, I need to make more money. Maybe now is not probably the time. Maybe now is the time to sit and observe and learn, rather than panicking and gambling, because you'll fall prey to the people that want that, so they can make more out of you. You need to watch silver and gold, what's going on there. Gives you such a good indicator. Really does. Didn't understand that fully in its entirety because you're wrapped up in that price, making money. Well, when you realise and start to realise that the money's broken, then the making money is not quite as important. The preserving money is more important. And they're your indicators that your metals give you, the market. There isn't anything else. Yes, there's a speculation of, look at AI. AI is just all of a sudden just having a bit of an issue. Was that a trap? Don't get me wrong. I see it as part of the ongoing future. But when you've got so much instability, is it the right time to start? I don't know. But what just makes sense to me is just whoa, pull the reins. Whoa. Consolidate where you are. Try and protect you, whatever you've got. If you've got anything. I know some people watching this won't have anything. But that's cool, man. It's fine. It always seems like doom and gloom I'm coming up with, but I can't be upbeat about stuff that I've learned and just everything will be fine. Fuck, it won't be fine. So it's cool to look at that angle. It's cool to look at what's going on and put it into a big border picture in your mind and think, whoa, what the hell is going on here, man? Distractions and this and that. And you know, and then you find out when you learn a little bit about, there is a repo market, that it does exist and it's interconnected with central banks and Federal Reserves and whatever. No expert. It exists. Last problem was 2019, I believe. Repo market blew up a bit. Just before COVID. Fed had to step in, pump loads of money in. Interesting, man. Why are the deficits of Western countries, well, most countries globally, just keep going up? Why does our cost of living keep going up? Yeah, it's difficult to navigate your way through all of this because all you're doing is we're coming up to Christmas, so we're getting bombarded even more with the adverts, people trying to get your money because they need to survive. So we're distracted. It's an art form, man. We get played so much. Not for, I'm even starting to believe this isn't a way of just like, oh, we'll keep the peasants being peasants. That's what I used to think. It just is what it is. It is just what money does, what greed does, and what class systems do, and what societies do, and what certain cultures have always done. And it is what it is. So if you're fortunate enough to build up a bit of a cash reserve, we are trying to do that. We're going to try and do that. We're not rich, we're not wealthy, but I'm just second thinking now and just thinking, whoa, is this really a time to be buying more silver, more gold, more Bitcoin, whatever you're into? Is it time to buy a new house? Today, look at what's going on with housing at the moment. It's not moving. Nowhere near what it used to. Why? Because the market can't move the fucking money. The velocity's going. The movement of money being moved around is slowing. What does that tell us? Logically, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work it out. I have no crystal ball, man. I have no idea of the outcome. Personally, I've got I've got a wish list of the outcome, like we all do. Hopeism. It's time to think like the big boys do. And when they start thinking, okay, this is going a little bit pear-shaped, we need to protect ourselves so we can exist. Remember margin call, the music stopped. And the music stopping, it's getting slower. Musical chairs. Chairs are getting pulled away, the options are getting pulled away. It's happening. I can't see it not happening. I've got to trust my instinct. What's the point of learning otherwise? So what happens in a recession? A recession, money just, unemployment, look at the figures. We all know we've been in recession. What happens when it's officially announced? Everyone puts their money in the pocket that's got any. Velocity stops. Only on essentials survive. So if you can see it, I can feel it. I'm not saying it's happening or it's going to happen, but I can feel it. It doesn't make sense to me logically. So why not preempt that? Why not stop now? Why don't I just stop now? Go into survival mode. I had a family discussion about that the other day. So that if you're fortunate enough to be able to do that, it doesn't matter whether it's £10, £100, £1,000, whatever anyone's circumstances, it's irrelevant. Because what you do with £10 is just as good. The idea behind it is just as good as if some people are putting £1,000. If you don't care, you don't care. That's fine. Don't watch this stuff. So why not start before everyone else does? Do you really need that extra? This is my thought process. This is just me. When I say do you, this is me talking to myself. Do you really need some more Bitcoin? Do you really need some more of this? Do you really need some more of that? Do you really need some more of that? Yeah, you can never have enough Bitcoin. More importantly, at the moment, never have enough precious metals, I suppose. But if you've got it, you can add to it, but you've got to think, why am I adding to it? Am I adding to it because I think price is going to go through the roof? Fine. It's a great possibility. Or do you want some money tucked to one side so that maybe you can pounce on an opportunity? All depends where you are with what you're trying to do, obviously. If no one's got any precious metals, if no one's got any gold or silver, especially gold, then knowing what I know now, then yeah, definitely I would try and get a little bit. Doesn't matter whether it's a bloody gram. Ride it out. Ride the rest out, survive. Preempting it, doing it early. It's what the boys' clubs are doing at the moment. Reading between the lines. Now that's an educated guess from my point of view. For me, but it tangibly sits within me as well. It makes sense. Am I overreacting? Maybe. But then I look at it and I think, well, if I'm overreacting, who's coming to my help? Who's getting me out here? The banks? They're worried about Andy? Nope. Government? They're worried about Andy? Nope. Probably 99% of the people that I've ever known, are they worried about Andy deep down? Nope. So I can't ignore the gut feeling because that's me. Balanced around educating myself and wanting to protect not just me, my family too. Not from physicality, not the greatest person for that in the world. But I think I'm blessed with a reasonable, carey, good head, mindset. So yeah, it's back to burying head in sand stuff. Or you're going to honestly just rely on someone else to bail you out. Fine. Or you're going to take notice of old farts. Like I have of Warren Buffett. It's an old fart to me. There's a reason why these people do this shit. And if they have no confidence, in the current system they've been playing with for ages and playing us on a day-to-day basis, our mentality, our psychology, our emotion, our everything. They're doing shit. Maybe I should too. So yeah, never a dull moment in Andy's head. But I need to express, I've got, there's no point in me not expressing it. I hope I'm wrong. I said to my wife, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong totally. There's a percentage of me that will probably be right. I can't quantify that percentage, but because I know it's there, I can't ignore it. Food for thought, man. I wish it could be a better picture. I wish it could be a lot more. It's like we're coming home to roost, man. We're seeing the effects of everything that goes on behind those closed doors, behind the distractions of everything, behind what we're fed for our media sources, whatever that may be. Just let them do their stuff. The money's breaking, the system's breaking. Yeah, they will come up. If anyone's sitting there going, yeah, well, you know, it's interesting to know, well, yeah, that's cool. Get out there and learn it. Interesting to know what that possibility is. Been talking about it forever. But if you're not in a position to take advantage of it, what's the frigging point, man? I suppose the point is it makes us feel good, doesn't it? I don't know what else to say, really. It's. I can't be sitting here doing these blogs just pretending, trying to get clicks, trying to get followers, basically on stuff that I don't believe is relevant, personally. Not to say I'm right, not to say I'm wrong, not to say anyone else is right or wrong. Think of what you have to do every day now just to survive. It isn't like a year ago, it isn't like 2 years ago, it isn't like, I don't know how old you are watching this. The money is, it is broken. The idea is broken, and they need to come up with a new idea and reset us all to that. How are they going to do that? I have no idea. That's why people do what they do. Just, they've got to do it. If we don't like it, we have this so-called opportunity to bring another lot of people in to do something different. But up to now, they don't. They don't do anything different. Might do it under the disguise of whatever, but that's the distraction, that's the illusion. It's wakey time, or not. So hopefully going forward, it'll sort itself out, which I'm sure it will. Look at history, it sorts itself out. We just happen to be living through it. Whether that's fair or unfair, I have no idea. But denial, it's dumb, man. Really dumb. It's time to build networks, it's time to build support systems, it's time to survive. Just get through it. Until we're presented with whatever we're going to be presented with. Will gold play a part of it? Probably. Will Bitcoin play a part of it? Probably. Will AI play a part of it? Probably. Will people play a part of it? Most definitely. Will people's ideas that are far different to mine and yours be a part of it? Absolutely. What it looks like, I can only imagine. Is it cool to talk about? Oh yes. It's called wisdom. It's called being real. It's called reality. Physical world, we're all different. We're all in different circumstances, different ages, different whatever. But the fundamentals of how we all get to where we go or whatever in this current way of living and possibly the new way of doing whatever, whether I see it or not, I don't know, be the same, be based around value on money, services. How painful it's going to get, I don't know, but the music stopped. Fear will kick in. Have you got your hedges? Doesn't matter whether you can. Some people will have, some people won't. But recognise it. Recognise it for what it is. It ain't like it used to be. And it's really funny. I'm watching the squirrels, the birds flying around my garden at the moment while I'm having this cup of tea and a chat. They have no idea and they don't care. They will survive. They adapt. They use their natural senses to recognise whether they're going to survive. During a cold winter, during a mild winter, they just go about their thing. They will always be there. And that's the moral of this blog, really. There's an outcome, and I just want to be, hopefully, in a position where myself, my children, their friends, all the youngsters out there will survive this. And it's really funny when you use the word survival. Lots of people say, oh God, we need to protect ourselves physically. And this isn't about physical protection. This is about financial protection. So there you go, I've got that off my chest. Reach out. Look after your money. It's super precious at the moment. The world continues. It's one big distraction. You either bury your head in the sand. Fair play if you do, it's fine. I ain't going to judge anyone for that. Or you pop up. If you can do something, you can do something. Even if you don't think you can do something, just realising it, you're doing something. Because your mindset will change. Totally change. And we need to support those people, lots of people that we love that don't see that, and they're relying on us. Pardon me. In that with a happy smile, because us human beings we're good people. We always find a way to survive. Reality hurts, man. Truth hurts. Hurts me every day. I can't stand it. Do you think I really love doing it? You look, I really loved doing the videos when I was like, oh, I'm into my silver, my gold, my Bitcoin, all that sort of stuff, stocks and shares, AI, blah, 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 blah. Loved all that, but I was just ignoring the obvious. And it's when you see the obvious, you have a choice. Ignore it, don't ignore it. Today's blog, Hope you have a great weekend. The whole idea is not to depress people. It's just for me to express myself. So I've got a journal of circumstances, and I can learn from that. I can watch this back in a year's time, 6 months' time, a week's time, and just see if I have learnt anything, because I can judge myself on my feelings and my emotions and my outlooks, my observations, not someone else's, mine. Do the same, man, whilst I'm listening to a Robin chatter away. Do the same. It's very healthy. Don't need to clam up in a box at the moment. Can share. We can be there. Sorry. So my closing thoughts. There's the positivity. I recognise it. What I'm going to do about it. Making those decisions. I'm acting like there is a massive recession now. So I'm preempting it. So I've got to cut back. And if I can, save that money. So when the outcome reveals itself, I've got an opportunity. For those people that watch this, that aren't in that position, no need to panic. Just do what you can do. If you want a bit of silver and gold, go for it. But don't stretch yourself. Learn with it. Go on the learning curve. You want a bit of Bitcoin, if you believe in the Bitcoin thing, don't stretch yourself. Get a bit. Dip your toe in the pond. And if you can't do any of it, it's fine. Educate and learn yourself, so when you come out the other side, depending on what age you are, when you come out on the other side, you're ready. You're ready to take advantage. You have time. No need to panic. It's the moral today. Wish you all a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Don't forget, love is king always. See you soon. Bye.